Hello and welcome DPL fans. Let me link the stream to my server and the DPL server, and that's it. We're doing Preds today for finals. It's gonna be epic. Got
What? No
Zooch
face
here
cam?
with me. No.
Come on. For the finals. Jesus. Apologies, guys.
Apologies.
But yes, we will correctly determine the winner as we have every week of these games.
Yeah. We can gloss over what was it, week 7?
I don't think I was here for week 7. Oh wait, no, I wasn't here for 7 weeks. Yeah, week 7.
Right, it was week 6 that we were diabolical, right?
Week 7 we did the whole like
The new math. And
yeah.
the new math prevailed, I think.
I don't freaking remember.
We didn't keep track, but yeah, be sure to click on all the ads, Sin of Wrath.
Getting that paid.
I guess I should put my chat on the gray box because it's easier to read. Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
There we go.
Are you doing anything after the Preds or no?
I have work.
Probably not. Oh, okay. I meant on stream, bozo.
Nah.
Working on a Friday, lol.
I know, but I have the weekend off.
That's good.
All
Do you
right.
have Memorial Day off?
Nah.
Oh,
It's all good though.
tough.
So, we got Pardon the Eruption versus Drafting Under the Influence. These teams, they've been doing pretty well over the course of the season. Obviously, that's why they're in finals. And yeah, some like key points of these rosters, right? Josh is currently undefeated, which is the longest undefeated streak in quite some while for DPL. I know 100p went 8-0 in that one season. Josh currently 8-0 himself right now going into finals, so he has a potential to break the undefeated record of 100p. Who's on the other team? So a little bit of cool stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Agent Flame on the other side is currently undefeated as a mid-season pickup. Currently, what, 5-0 after getting picked up at mids, which is, you know, the best.
That's crazy.
Best post-mid performance ever, I think.
Yep.
Some interesting stuff is that iPro is currently not having the greatest season up to his own standards. So it's interesting to see if he can pull out a win against Undead. And then Wagon Fruit versus Panda, I think, will be an interesting matchup because, you know, Wagon Fruit has been playing super well this season, but Panda, you know, he's no slouch, of course. He's been playing well as well. Blitz versus Hunter, it's captains battling it out. Both of them, Blitz is having a better season than Hunter right now, but definitely winnable for both sides.
Blitz is 5-1, so he's really good.
Yeah. Right. Oh my god, my duckling is back. I just don't like my name being gray. Appreciate that, man. So, we got Slick Panther versus Agent Flame as our first matchup.
Okay.
Take a look at this matchup. So we have a Meowscarada, but Corviknight, Petulant, potential for Rocky Helmet Garchomp as well, punishing U-turns.
Yep, and a faster Darkrai.
Yeah.
Tough.
I could definitely see an Endure Rocky Helmet Chomp here, because Meowscarada, Axel, Treads, Ice Spinner, Iron Hands, like Ice Punch. There's quite a few things that you'd want to live and get big recoil damage.
Yeah, I agree.
As well as you're just naturally faster than everything except for Meowscarada and Treads, which is pretty nice.
So you'd be like, what, max HP, max speed or something?
Something like that,
Geo?
yeah. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Could also just be Sword Stance Dual Stab. There's no, like, block to Scale Shot on this team. It's only Avalugg, really.
Yeah, I don't know if Avalugg comes. It could.
Avalugg has not come to a
like...
single game this whole season.
Okay,
so...
okay, check it. Avalugg
Yeah, I'm
could
checking
come because it could be the check to Rapid Foo. Because look at Rapid Foo, right? Like, there's no You can't use Alamola for rapid fill. It does not work. If it's Terra Captain or
Uxie's pretty good. Aloe can handle anything except Choice Band.
Oh my god. Wrong. Uxie does not switch into Urshifu. No shot. If it's plus attacking or if it's Terra Water, there's no shot.
Okay.
Plus,
and if it's Terra
you
Water,
just
you
get
just go
U-turn
Aloe.
with Darkrai. Like
You
free.
go Aloe
Free.
if it's Terra Water.
No. That doesn't work.
No,
Okay,
I'm right,
Ancient
you're
Flame
wrong.
Ancient Flame is gonna smash this matchup anyway. Look at freaking Darkrai. Okay, it needs psychic coverage for the poison type and the fighting type and Iron Dragalge. Dark coverage, and then if they have some cojones, which I would run this, I would run Focus Blast because Meow Treads and Avalugg, I guess, for what it's worth.
Wow, so brave of you
right?
running fighting coverage against double dark plus
but
Iron
it's the one that
Treads.
could,
So brave.
Okay, but it's the one that can miss. So I'm saying, like, if you look at those three attacks, plus like Nasty Plot or something, like literally just owns. Then you have, like you said, the jump, the helmet chomp that can get up hazards, and then they get block spin too. Like this is a 100-0 matchup for Flame. 100%.
That's a lot.
It's like 95 then min. Okay, to 5.
All
What
right.
can Slick Panther do to beat this team? I don't see it. Chiyu has to be Terra Water here for sure. Resist Aqua Jet, okay.
It has to be. It's a requirement.
It should be. What else Terra is it going to be? There's not a good type. It should be Water.
You could definitely go for a stab Terra here. I think Terra Dark is really alluring because the Dark Resist is literally Urshifu.
Dies to Darkrai Focus Blast, gets owned by Urshifu.
Okay.
No.
Well, if you don't want to lose to Darkrai Focus Blast, you can pair it with AV Aloe, which will flip turn forever into Specs Terra Dark Chiyu, which should, in theory, pick one pretty much every time it's in.
Plus, we didn't even talk about
Okay.
the plotting Mew with Vacuum Wave. Oh my god, what do they do about that? Terra Dark Chiyu, thank you very much, Vacuum Wave that shit.
Yeah, it's literally doing 60 at +2.
Yep. +2 Mew owns this shit.
No, it
Not even close.
Lives easily.
Sorry for pardon the eruption. Flame is winning this one. I will put $100 on this shit.
$100?
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Confident, yep.
Yeah, that
I just
does
gave
look
them all
annoying,
the sets.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is free. This is so free.
Well, it's not free.
Anyways.
It's $100. But
We'll give it to Ancient Flame. Yep.
We're giving it to Ancient. I can deal with that. Whoa, why is it purple?
Wait, what's purple?
My thing on the dock. Here. Boom.
Wait, I think it's showing a different thing on the stream.
No, it's not.
I didn't see no purple thing on your stream.
Are you a silly little goose?
Where's the purple?
It's gone now. I took away the purple. Don't worry about it.
Okay, did you put Ancient Fae? Oh my god,
Flame.
Ancient Flame?
Yes.
It doesn't show up on the stream.
How is it not showing up on the stream? I
Like,
can see it on my OBS.
Did you pick Ancient Flame to put it on the thing?
Yes, it's right there.
Are
you on the main dock or the pick?
Oh, I just refreshed. What the heck?
Oh my god.
No, like I'm watching your stream. I'm saying.
Did you pause my stream? Like.
No, I saw your mouse moving. I saw.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
This
It's
guy's
fine,
crazy.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
All right, Wagon Fruit versus Panda. What are you thinking here?
Okay. Terratorn. Yep.
Territory, yep.
This is again Terra Ground. What else is new? Let's see.
Dude, it's the Tentacruel Iron Valiant matchup. Shout out to Tentacruel.
Okay, this is a Terra Ghost angle from Hydrapple for sure to spin block. Yep. Tentacruel is just there, so infinite spin block. There's webs. There's T spikes. There's everything. Okay. So, how do they deal with Ghost Hydrapple? Quite literally, they don't. E-Speed doesn't work. Nope. Tinglu's there. Take some grass damage, you know.
It do be taking grass damage, you're right.
Okay.
I mean, you have our Lord and Savior, Terra Torn T. Surely that
That's
will
what I'm
break
thinking.
through.
Okay.
Do you run like Spadef Nasty Plot? Low key?
On Torn?
Maybe not, because like it's pretty easy for a lot of these guys to slow U-turn on it into Weavile and force it out.
Yeah, there's not really a type that it could be till it not like it doesn't want to be like fairy or something here.
No. It could be fairy, it's just you're not beating Glamora Jirachi then, which is like, what's the point?
Yeah. Why is Weavile actually a problem? What do they have for Weavile?
For Weavile, they have Grand Bull Terrakion, right?
So yeah, maybe this is a Terra Terrakion game. Yep. Because Torn flying isn't like terrible. Like you could just stay flying. It's not the worst.
You don't want Terra Blast Ground on that? You sure?
Well, so sets where it's like Terra Blast, Terra Ground, like usually like I feel like those are map sets where you feel like Torn can just literally beat the whole team. But it's always revenge. So I feel like they don't need ground here. They could, but then they could also be hit by sticky webs too, though, like is a thing. So like I don't know. There'll probably be boots if it is Terra anyway.
The thing is, I saw a BKC video where he was glazing a Terrakion CC into Starmie, and he was like, "This is the best play ever." So I think Terrakion might just be that guy. Thoughts?
Yeah, sounds very logical and reasonable.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think Torn has to be boots though. It cannot be hit by sticky web, or else it just sucks ass.
Sucks ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Ting Lu, there's a Valiant, there's a Hydrapple. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is another matchup for DUI. Favored, man.
It does seem favored for sure. Like, the Weavile is just a massive threat, and we're not even taking into account Iron Valiant yet. Which, like, also you kind of just click your stab buttons, kind of. I don't know, Jirachi can probably handle it with Fizdef, but it's also a 50-50 of, like, are you CC or are you Shadow Ball? Like, Jirachi can't take both of them, but it can take one of them.
Yeah.
Like, with EVs, investment-wise.
Yeah. The Glitz work in Terra, too. I didn't even say that. I think Ghost is definitely likely, though, for whoever Terra's.
Yeah, it depends. Like, if you want to go the sticky web route, you can run Terra Ghost. If you don't really feel like hazard stacking, you want to just, you know, get things done the old-fashioned way, you don't really need that. So it could be more open. Yeah, I think we could just pred Panda, though. Seems pretty reasonable of a matchup.
Yeah. I say the players are pretty equal-ish. Huh? Yeah.
Alright.
Dude,
Hunter versus
see?
Blitz.
It doesn't show that you freaking predicted Panda.
What are you on
I
about?
see your mouse moving. I didn't pause the stream, but it's not showing. Someone else, please confirm this in the chat.
Chat. Please confirm or
Look
deny.
at your own stream. Look at your own stream.
Dougal says Zooch is tweaking. Yep, Zooch is tweaking.
Dude, I would take a screenshot of the stream right now and send it to you.
Please do. I would love to see it.
Look.
I'm looking.
I just sent it to you.
Okay.
It's not there. I swear.
Okay, dude.
What the fuck? I'm refreshing.
Are you on live?
Yeah, I'm on live. I just refreshed and now it's there again.
Oh my god.
Hit the next one right away. Let me see if it works.
Alright, let's say Hunter for now. I just put it in.
Okay, it works now.
Oh my god. We're saved.
Okay. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
Alright, Hunter versus Blitz. Another day, another Meowscarada.
Worse. And Torn. Holy shit.
Yeah, so
okay.
Last week this team struggled quite a bit into Roaring Moon opposing, just because knockoff is super annoying, and then like hazard stack. Blitz also has that option available to him.
Wait, which team struggled into Moon? The Blitz team?
No, the Hunter team. This was the one that Subzero used against low QP, and he just knocked off got
Gotcha.
hazards up, spin blocked, and that was it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you could see something similar from Blitz, right? Spiked Flamora, Terraghost Torn, AV to check Terrapagos, prevent spin, stuff like that. Could be pretty reasonable. That being said, it's not the only game plan available to him.
Dude, Conkeldurr smokes this team. Holy shit.
The real winner of DPL Finals will be the fans. So true.
Who said that?
Scurf. By the way, Scurf is not winning. He's like 0-5 in the past 5 weeks.
Yeah, come on. We need to win out of Scurf.
Talk about momentum, right?
Anyways,
the friends we made along the way. Okay.
Yeah, so Conkeldurr looks insane. I think just AV Conkeldurr could work.
Okay, insane might be a little bit of an over.
Okay, not insane, yeah. But it's really good. It could take a hit potentially from Moth, and then Moth punches there for like what, half the team is weak to fighting.
Yeah, so every time they faced Iron Moth, it has been AV Conkeldurr. And then they told me that it has to be Earthquake now, because one time they were walled by a Moth, and they didn't like that, so they run Earthquake on Conk now. I would expect to see that coming out again.
Yeah. The problem is Sinistcha like kind of walls that guy forever. So they can knock off the Sinistcha, but then it gets a free click every time. So they need something to just not care about Sinistcha on this team.
I mean, it is
which
just
is like what, Torn?
Potential AV Torn, Terraghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terraghost Blast.
Terraghost Blast, U-turn.
Shadow Ball's doing like a crisp 35 to you. Like, it's no problem.
Yeah. Okay, I see that.
Leaking Blitz's prep is crazy. Hey man, it's what they do. They run AV Conk. Let's see.
There's no like mon that like sticks out. That like shits on everyone. Like Meowscarada is really strong, but
yeah, typical.
Yeah, like literally.
I mean, Quillfish can switch in like at least once, maybe twice. Physically defensive Iron Moth potentially could, outlast it, but maybe not, because you knock off the boots and then rocks U-turn, it's just dead. So that's like the hard part about Meowscarada.
Yeah, Landorus is also kind of hard for them to switch into. Again, it has to be like Sinistcha.
So yeah, like, you could probably use like a Terra type to beat Meowscarada, like maybe Poison Sinistcha could be reasonable here.
Yeah, just make yourself even weaker to Landorus.
You absorb Conk all the same. You'll like be more neutral in the Torn, so like Calm Mindsets could actually 1v1 Torn. And then you beat Meowscarada a lot easier, so it's definitely reasonable.
I don't know. Like, AV Torn plus Landorus just smokes that team. The only threat to, like, that team at all is, like, Zapdos, really. Right? Like, they don't really do anything for Zapdos, right? What's their Zapdos? If they don't bring Belly Bolt, you can't intimidate it or anything, so...
Yeah.
There's no really switching.
These spreads are going 0-8. So true.
Who said that?
TSP.
TSP, you're wrong. Shut up. Anyways.
You gonna take that? Let's see, Roaring
what about Iron Crown, though? How about that?
Iron Crown? I mean, there's an Empoleon which Giga Hard Walls.
Well, you're gonna run Focus Blast here.
Giga Hard Walls 30% of the time. Let me reconsider that. But Roaring Moon also is like one of the best crown checks ever. So like you have to hit multiple Focus Blasts, which means that it's not gonna win.
Really? What if you just boost your special attack with Agility? Like, how much does Focus Blast do to Moon?
You can't hit 2 Focus Blasts. It's illegal. That's my point.
Like that literally owns.
Literally?
That's the win con. Yep. That's the win con. Conkeldurr and Cornetus are the pivots. Landorus, Meowscarada, do everything else.
Obliterated by Flare Blitz Terrapagos. Next.
Okay.
Dude, when I had a Terrapagos versus Iron Crown one time, I was like so badly wanting to use Flare Blitz, and just couldn't do it. Unfortunate. Maybe Hunter, he could do it. Would love to see Flare Blitz Terrapagos in finals. It's not gonna happen though, sadly.
It's not. Does... Oh, I just realized though, like they don't... they could run Quillfish like hazards too versus Blitz, right?
They could, yeah.
If they go
just
AV
match
conk,
the hazards.
Like they can't defog. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the hazards are enough to keep this thing like at bay. Like the removal is defog conk, which is not good.
And Glamora.
Okay. Yeah, mortal spin, sure.
I think this is a Blitz win though. He's got the better Pokemon.
Yeah, I think so as well. Shout out Blitz.
Tough. Shout out DUI.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go flip my laundry real quick if you want to start talking about the Swish matchup.
God.
BRB.
Okay. Okay. Wait. I don't really know Swish. Shit. Okay. Well. Right. Okay. Victini looks pretty epic. No Kizzy. Honestly, if I'm Victini here, I'm running like boots, right? Because the switch-ins to Victini are Quillfish or like Scrafty maybe. So if it's me personally, I'm running Special Victini with Blue Flare Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, yup. Last slot definitely could be a there's a couple different options actually. It could be some sort of like Encore, like utility shit for like Steela or something. Could be V-Create to kind of catch a Aromatisse off guard if it thinks, oh yeah, I can take 2 blue flares. Nope. V-Create. Could just be U-turn, but I think U-turn's a wasted click here. No Kizzy. Because you should be killing shit with Victini in this matchup. No switch-ins really. And again, they can't really, it's kind of hard for them to revenge it. They need to revenge it with Landorus or Lycanroc. That's the only 2, right? So as long as Glop has a play into those 2, so Landorus, it could be, what's his Landorus play?
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, I basically said Victini owns.
Yep. Victini does own, because the fire resist is Quillfish, as, you know, as we've said before,
and
Lycanroc team.
But
I'm pretty sure Lycanroc dies after rocks.
Okay, but would you be? I say Special Victini here though, because if you have Blue Flare, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, it covers all the switches. You just kill something every time.
Or you could just be V-Create and just have the biggest button possible, and everything.
No, but your last slot could be V-Create to kind of cover for like Aromatisse too, you know? Because if it's just like what Banded V-Create or something, I'm not a fan of that.
It's slower than Lando, which sucks. Right.
Not a fan of that. You get rocks. You can take helmet. I'd rather just be boots attacking Victini. Attack. Yep.
I don't know. The base 100 is a little bit unfortunate here because you're slower than potentially 4, and then the other 2 intimidate you, and it's like, okay, buddy.
That's why special is GG. Yep. Yeah. So I think just boots attacking Victini is super epic here. I just said Glop has to have something for Landorus, like a switch in, which is like. I mean, it could be one of the floaters, but he could easily be, what's it called? Like Gravity or some crazy shit.
What do you think about a Tailwind Corviknight into, like, Specs Victini? Doesn't that, like, low-key just kill everything?
Aromatisse could be annoying if it comes, but it's probably not coming, right?
It's not a real Pokemon.
Yeah, it's still, there's a Cell Rock there, so it's not like Tailwind. It's always free, but something probably lives, like like Mew or Scrafty or something, Blue Flare, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. That's an option, but I'd rather just be boots, I think, and just throw off attacks.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, look at Coco. Coco looks insane.
I'm looking at Coco.
This fucking matchup.
Yep, looks pretty good.
Looks really fucking good. Like what?
Well, there is a Lando, which could be, you know, AV or something to stop Coco for quite a while. It's also not exactly one-shotting stuff like Raikou, Mew.
No, that's why I think you have to run U-turn on Coco here. But over and over, I think it's just super strong.
Okay, if Coco gets in 35 times, it can break all these guys with U-turn. But
this guy's trolling me. Okay, but low key though,
It does
how
25 to Raikou, man. Like,
low key Raikou is actually kind of hard for Glop to kill. No kizzy.
explain why.
Well, it's fast and everything besides Coco, which is, you just said doesn't do anything to Raikou. So
There's
yep.
a Swampert. It does not get grass coverage.
That's literally it, though. That's literally it. Plus, you can easily be T-Spike on Quillfish. You could be Toxic on Raikou, right? Yeah. So that's not exactly a great thing. Plus,
if they just have problems with it, they could just bring Vileplume, which also doubles as a Leech Seed blocker, a Scrafty check, a Raikou check, Quillfish.
You're insane. You're switching in Vileplume on a freaking Steela? Yikes. Yikes.
What's up?
Yep. This guy said Leech Seed block.
It does. It blocks Leech Seed.
Yikes. This guy's just trolling me now. Anyways, we haven't talked about Golisopod.
Okay.
So Mew can never win because Golisopod is there.
You want to keep on not talking about Golisopod? Because
Mew can never win because Golisopod is there.
Okay, who's getting benched for Golisopod? Be real.
This is low key. No, it's not actually.
It's just top 5 Corviknight, right?
That's what you think?
It is what I think. It's what they run like every week. They ran Golisopod like 1 week when it had like a god matchup, and here it's facing a Quillfish. So and a Steela.
You think they run that that like AV Mienshao crap again?
I don't know. They've been doing that a lot, but also like, what are they AV for?
Raikou Landorus.
You have other options for the Raikou. I don't think you need AV Mienshao. You ran Golisopod 2 weeks actually. Oh, my bad. 2 out of how many?
Thank you very much. Golisopod
8
is
weeks
him.
so far.
I just think I like Glop's matchup here. This is G. The only problem is again switching in like Landorus, but because that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Swampert is probably like the best thing because like Corviknight's super obvious, but Landorus can easily be Gravity or Sub. So it's like I feel like Swampert is like the better just overall like soft check to it, if you want to call it.
Yeah, you could also pivot stuff like Scarf Hydreigon in on a lot of moves.
Was it? I feel like the only way like Jimmy wins this game is through like Mew, right? Whatever the hell Mew is gonna be. But I don't know. Like Mew can't have all the coverage in the world here.
Let's see. You
I need something for Hydreigon, something for Corviknight, something for Victini. Like what?
Psychic, Giga Drain, Meteor Beam, Flamethrower, Dazzling Gleam.
Oh yeah,
that'll do it. Yeah, just fit 5 coverage moves.
Perhaps maybe we see a Lycanroc sweep here. If Swampert's weekend, like SD Lycanroc, maybe.
Yeah, 5 move.
For real, because a Cellrock could probably kill Coco. Maybe, I don't know. F+2.
Maybe.
That's why Golisopod first impression and Aqua Jet. Oh wait, no, it gets the Cellrock though. Never mind.
First impression goes before a Cellrock, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, it does. I said Aqua Jet too, but it have to be impression, yeah.
Maybe Mew could be like Nasty Plot Meteor Beam. Because then once you're +2, Psychic is enough versus a lot of these guys. You don't need like grass coverage or anything.
So Nasty Plot and Meteor Beam?
Yeah, get +5 on that guy.
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
You're just gonna. Does it get Vacuum Wave in this gen?
It gets Vacuum Wave in every gen.
Okay. So takes care of Scarf Hydreigon, but yeah, then it's just Coco.
Haven't even talked about Glide Plume. My bad. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, so yeah, we're benching Vileplume here. I'm going with Glop win because Victini is him.
Okay, but Cinerath, consider the following, right? +3 Mew is gonna one-shot Hydreigon with Meteor Beam. Thoughts?
So we're switching in Hydreigon as he plots, and then we're just killing it with Dark Pulse or Scarf?
Or Meteor Beaming. Oh,
Lower Scurf.
Dark Pulse is not one-shotting Mew. Let's be real.
Okay, but it's putting it super low into Coco range then. GG again.
Sounds like I just clicked agility. Hello?
Nice
Hello?
Mew, nice Mew, nice Mew, lol.
Hello, agility? Hello?
Oh, first impression. Good night. Yep.
I'm Endure, actually. I just
Galistopod.
remembered.
Guys, Galistopod should come to this game for real. I'm not kidding. Even spikes, dude. Did it get spikes or some stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
Broken.
Alright, Glop, you heard it. You have to bring Galistopod here.
I will be shocked.
Please,
Shocked.
please
If
do not
Galistopod
shock
is
Zooch.
benched.
He doesn't deserve this.
Thank you.
Sometimes feel like Mew. So we're going for Glop here.
Yep.
All right.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed is crazy.
If Galistopod shows up, guaranteed.
Okay, buddy. Alright, Undead versus iPro. Zeraora versus Zeraora. Typical.
Zygarde and Trump too. What the hell's going on?
Alright, this is awesome because both Zeraoras are pretty mid here. You have to deal with Nidoqueen and Stunfisk. Both of them are double ground. Like,
Yeah, what
Tangela.
the fuck?
Which
Even
is worth
Pidgeot's
less,
kind of
a
fucking
Zooch
ass.
guarantee or Chuck guarantee? Who's Chuck?
Who the fuck is Chuck?
Right? Someone explain.
Stunfisk is needed for Pidgeot though, from Undead's side.
Needed is a stretch because like Spidef Talk Specs also walls. DNC can also pivot in.
What does Pex do to Pidgeot? What if Pidgeot just runs like sub or something? Or Pidgeot can run like work up or something, right? Doesn't it get a way to boost its attack or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could just do
It
that.
does get work up, yeah.
So like, does Hurricane into like +1 Hurricane kill?
Are you going to bring sub work up into double electric?
No, you don't need both. You can just be work up.
I don't know about that. I think you'll just get toxic.
You're saying Pex will toxic
Yeah.
Pidgeot.
No, I'm saying the
then what if
Pidgeot
it's
will
sub, though?
toxic the Pex.
What if
course.
it's sub then? What if it's sub then? What if it's sub then?
Okay, sub and what? What is the threat to this team based on sub Pidgeot?
I don't know. Maybe Pidgeot doesn't come.
Maybe it's just ass. Exactly, Undead. Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay, low key though.
Low key?
Dude, you know what could cook? Zangoose. Yep.
This guy only brings top 6. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's a whole ass Skarmory. And a
Yeah,
Spiritomb.
Yeah, okay. First of all, Spiritomb is not coming to the game.
Okay,
Why
there's
would
still a
Spiritomb come to this
Skarmory.
game?
There's still
Why would Spiritomb come to this game? Please riddle me this.
there's still a Skarmory, man.
It's fine. It gets +2 Fire Punch or some crazy shit.
Okay, cool.
And Skarmory doesn't get Body Press. Yep.
Okay. Oops.
So
I just pivoted into my Garchomp and you're dead. Like.
yeah, because we get Quick Attack +4.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Remember last year or whatever? Yep. Zangoose God. Anyways.
TSP, I no longer have the Keldeo bets to prop me up. I'm poor now.
All I'm saying is, if I'm Undead, I'm scared of Zangoose this game. Yep.
Undead, he's in the chat. Are you scared of Zangoose right now?
You
Please
should be.
confirm or deny. I know if it's me, I'm not scared of Zangoose in the slightest. Like,
Okay,
I'll
but
end
if
up
you
checking
look
that
at...
thing on accident just by building the team normally.
Okay. Okay. What do they do for Zygarde, actually? Does he need Tangela? With Grass Knot or some crazy shit?
Tangela or Scarf Garchomp or, you know, just Whirlwind Skarm should be reasonable enough if it's not, like, banded. I don't know. Tangela seems like the obvious choice. So you're benching Spiritomb and something else? What would be the something else?
Zeraora.
You're a brave man.
No, for real. Like, look at that.
Yeah,
There's 2 strong
it's
grounds and a
possible.
Zeraora. Like,
I can
and there's,
also
like,
low-key see a
so you can't,
DNC bench. Maybe a
can't
Pex
toxic.
bench. Do you bench Pex? Because Tangela should be able to handle Feeny reasonably well. And what else do you need the Pex for? Yeah, I think it's just bench Pex.
Unless you want it for Pidge, yeah.
You have Stunfisk and Zera and DNC and Skarm. Like, if you don't have HP Steel Heat Wave, one of them's gonna wall. Yeah, I just bench Pex here.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
I don't know, the Mons matchup seems like it's in Undead's favor.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Completely for real, for real.
It
Maybe
does.
the Nidoqueen is going to be annoying to switch into. That's like the main breaker I see on iPro side. It's that and like CB Zygarde if there's no Tangela. But like there should be a Tangela. So...
Yeah, because the Earth Power switch and just die to like Flamethrower.
Yeah.
Just Flamethrower and Earth Power. So...
Could also pack Ice Beam for the Chomp. Maybe Shuka Berry. Shuka lets you trade into Stunfisk and Chomp, which is pretty useful, and Earth Power DNC. The DNC should be Psychic anyways, though, to cover for that. Like, you don't hit anything else with Earth Power.
Yeah.
Maybe hitting Zera is worth it, but...
DNC doesn't do shit to Bronzong, huh?
No, not really. A lot of them run Sub Endeavor versus the Bronzong matchup. So you could see that.
It's probably just gonna be rocks.
Yeah, Rocky like a hurricane.
Yeah,
it?
this should be Undead win unless he's trash, so...
Well, we'll see. Does DNC get Smackdown? I have no idea. This is actually forbidden. It probably does, to be honest, but you smack down the Bronzong and then Earth Power is doing, what, 60 and you die to Gyro Ball? It's just not worth it.
You don't even do 60, that's generous. What the hell?
It is generous. Yeah, my bad. Let's pret Undead. Because he's in the chat, he's listening to all this prep, and he's like, alright, I didn't think of any of that. Let me write this down. Yeah.
You're welcome, Undead.
Yep.
Okay, so it looks like we got PTE coming back on the old gens. Okay.
Yep. Now we have Josh versus Scurf. And I'm just gonna pred Josh. So
not yet.
Okay. Give it like 5 minutes, then we'll pred Josh. Everyone, please like the stream. Exactly, Chowd. This guy, he knows what's up. Listen to him, dude.
Okay, low-key, if I'm Scurf, I'm bringing like Bandit or like Charcoal or something in Fernape. Holy shit.
Fire Resist is just Blastoise Garchomp, but that's like pretty reasonable enough, right?
Well, I was thinking, well...
Uh-oh, Scurf's in his villain arc in my chat.
Maybe just Life Orb. And Fernape is pretty strong, because it's only outsped by, what? Sneasel?
Yeah, so... that's true. And you pack Vacuum Wave or Mach for that. Yeah. Life Orb seems really strong of a win condition.
You're welcome, Scurf. Okay.
Alright, so how are you supporting the Infernape, right? You need to get it in on stuff like Jirachi, a low HP Zapdos, maybe.
Okay, check it. So if I'm Skarmory, or if I'm Scurf, I am Skarmory spiking because Trevenant can kind of block Blastoise, I think.
Buddy.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know, can it? I have no idea.
I
don't know the Trevenant defenses.
I'm pretty sure Dark Pulse does like 135%. Like
the Trevenant?
Brother. Maybe it's AV, but like spin blocking seems so impossible of a task here.
Dark Pulse. Okay, you might be right.
Wait, I know the tech. Harvest Colberberry, infinitely walled. Yup.
Yeah, okay, scratch that idea. Never mind.
Scratches it.
So you can't block spin then, darn. Okay, never mind. Okay.
I mean, the Starmie is also a pretty big threat, right? You speed tie Sneasel, water resist Blastoise, kind of sharing the same weakness as the Infernape.
Well, there's a Quilladin too and a Muck. Well, Muck doesn't count. It could be like Zapdos, like bulky, probably though.
If they bring Quilladin, then, my Starmie's already done his job. Also, you're packing Ice Beam for Chomp anyways. Who cares?
Yeah.
Josh's team is slow, yeah, and it might be taken advantage of in this game. Something like Jirachi seems annoying to switch into, right? Psychic T-Bolt,
really.
Icy Wind, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, the double flyers are not bad, though. I think Florges might end up going to this game, too. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a freaking tough one. I'm not too good in this gen. I don't really know what they run.
I'm a pretty big believer in Florges and ORAS, generally speaking. I think Calm Mind Heal Bell sets, just Fizz Def, are like a pretty solid win condition in the majority of matchups. Here, though, there is a Jirachi, which is like one of the best counters ever. So,
I mean, I feel like Abomasnow should come, right? Like Shard is just really good. Ice is good. Just Jirachi resist, right?
Obama over Florges probably, and top 6. Right, top 5 plus Obama, basically. I could see that.
I don't know what the Zapdos run in this fucking matchup.
Well, they have two options, right? They can be like bulky to try to just not die to the opposing Zapdos, or they could be offensive and just try to, brute force past stuff like the Clef, opposing Zapdos. I mean, Scurf doesn't have a whole lot for the Zapdos, let's be real. So I think Josh is more incentivized to bring offensive Zapdos, and Scurf more incentivized to bring like Spadef to handle the opposing Zapdos. But if rocks are up and a Volt Switch is clicked, you just cooked, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll find that Zapdos is too difficult and he'll end up bringing Florges anyways, despite the Jirachi. I mean, it's still pretty reasonable for the Blastoise and the Garchomp, right? And the Sneasel. So maybe you can deal with the Jirachi via like, do you have Pursuit? Yeah, Pursuit Scarm, yep. And then Florges 6-0s, yeah, thoughts?
You could just be like a Thunder Waving Zapdos, right, from Scurf. With just HP Ice, U-turn, Roost. Something like that.
You could be.
Just Thunder Wave is really annoying for everything.
Yeah, shout out.
Just slow U-turn on Zapdos, right?
Good comms, good comms. Just wrote down Pursuit Scarm. It was a joke, Unless?
I don't know.
That would be raw, though. Like Rocky Helmet Pursuit Scarm, low-key. If it's like a physical Jirachi, isn't he just cooked?
Why the fuck would it be physical here? Why in the fuck would it be physical?
Because you need a Florges check.
Okay, then run Iron Head, but run physical, or run special coverage, so like...
Okay.
Like, even if you're Iron Head with no investment, I'm pretty sure you still do like, what, 40? 50?
Yeah, more than enough.
Yeah. So...
But you Iron Head on a Rocky Helmet Scarm, and then you U-turn, take another helmet, you get pursuited for 35%. All of a sudden, he's at like 45. You know what I'm saying?
We haven't mentioned a Muck.
Yeah? And?
Just saying. I'm just saying.
And?
Does it get T-Spike in this?
No.
Oh, never mind. I'm on his ass.
Thanks for sharing.
Honestly, based off the team or Pokemon, I would probably lean Scurf here.
I would as well.
Enough.
I think if it were me, I would pick a Scurf's side.
But
Josh has plot armor, so we have to factor that in.
Yeah. And he hacks his yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
So how can Josh win this? T-Wave, Static, Discharge. A lot of para options here. So maybe Aromatherapy or Heal Bell on Florges is just required. Who's to say?
Yep. Wow, I just realized Scurf brought the double grass team because of the potential Suicune that Josh should bring.
You mean that?
Yep.
So he was like,
PT won the matchup game.
All my teams lose to Suicune. I must bring Trevenant.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Thanks for sharing.
Anyways, I think we have to pred the plot armor.
We have to pred the plot armor?
Yeah.
All right, J-Scurf, are you sacking the Infernape in the first 8 turns? Tell me. This will determine my pick. Is just our only ORS with wins. Yeah. I hope not. That doesn't sound very confident.
Josh, pred Josh.
I might have to pred Josh.
Wait, there's also no dark type on J-Scurf, so Jirachi's probably gonna go hard.
What was that?
My fucking throat. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
so
like
basically,
in Josh.
stored power Jirachi. Does it get that this gen?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But like weakness policy, cosmic power.
Yeah, cosmic power could go hard. Oh. Yep.
That could trade the Infernape like very forcibly, low key.
Yeah, or just run Akaberry. Yep.
Yep. I don't know. Josh will have some text for it, but Infernape does seem very hard to stop.
True.
Anyways.
Could see an Infernape with slack off Life Orb as well. Just to like get more hits.
Who are you slacking off versus? Sneasel? No, you need...
Yeah.
No,
yeah, literally.
You need fire for sure. You need a priority move for Sneasel. And then...
Why do you need priority? Sneasel doesn't do anything.
Okay, buddy. And then you want Grass Knot for Blastoise and HPIs for Garchomp. That's 4 moves.
You don't need priority versus Sneasel. Do not.
I think you do.
What is Sneasel gonna run, like Aerial Ace or some shit?
Psycho Cut maybe? Who's to say?
That's insane. Either way, you could switch in and then you could always just slack off.
Either way, I still want
write that shit down.
I still want Vacuum Wave versus this. I still want it.
Nope, I don't.
Okay, buddy. Have fun losing.
For real. Especially if he has like Skarmory, like come on, Sneasel, like whatever. Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would drop that.
Please do not run Vacuum Wave. Run Rocks, run Endeavor, or run Slack Off. Better move than cover than priority for Sneasel. Yep.
Okay, buddy. All right.
Thank you very much.
Subzero versus ID Cup.
Wait, who did we pray, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We see a Terra Zarude, which means he will lose because it's after mid-season, and Zarude has not won a game in like 4 weeks.
Very true. There's a Don fan.
The Sneasel's gonna run natural gift water, and you're gonna get cooked on Infernape. Trust.
God. GG.
Yeah.
GG.
Alright, so Double Dark. We have a Latios on here. I'm pretty sure DUI picked SV to force this matchup. Like, force him to bring this team. Because this team is like, what, 1-6 or something? Like, something very poor.
Okay.
I don't know.
Why is it so poor is the thing.
Let me double check. Because I might be making that up. Wait, that's the wrong team. Is 3-5 actually better than I thought?
Okay, Great Tusk kind of goes hard.
Does it?
Like really hard, yeah. Like Head Smash will just smash.
You mean that?
Okay. Cerulege? What Terra Cerulege going here?
I mean, Fairy's a pretty good option to, you know, take Latios hits. The Double Darks, obviously. And then, like, the things that take advantage of Fairy, Tinkaton, just get Bitter Bladed. It's all good.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
I could also just see literal, like just Ghost, right? Like, there's just no switch-ins.
I don't know, Terra Ghost... Sure, I guess, yeah. Poltergeist is really strong, Shadow Sneak is pretty respectable. Just run, like, Sword Stance or something, but then, like, you're leaving yourself open to stuff like Ren Dark Pulse, or Rude Knockoff. I don't know, I don't enjoy that too much.
But they have to sack something to get in Greninja Dark Pulse. So it's like you're getting a kill every time if you're saying that.
I mean, yes and no, because they could always run something itemless. Or like, you know,
does it show the
button
item
up.
list on the preview?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay. Potentially, you could run like Shadow Claw if you're scared of that, I guess. But
Yeah, and Tusk without Terra means that Zapdos is going to check it reasonably well. Opposing Dawn
head
Fan
smash, head
is
smash, head smash, head smash.
okay.
Head smash.
Opposing Dawn Fan also a perfectly viable option to switch into it.
True. Maybe they just tear a crown instead.
Yeah. What would Terra Crown be? Electric, probably. There's a Zapdos.
Electric.
That's like the default.
Could be electric. Could be.
I think last time we saw a Dawn Fan versus Crown, it was like max speed FAV.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember if it was Subzero's team or not. But we did see an AV Dawn Fan because I remember a Tachyon Cutter doing 13 per hit. And I was like, wow, that's not a whole lot of damage, is it?
Yeah. You know what kind of smashes though is Greninja. Look at Greninja with a Battle Bomb boost. Pick 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would expect Scarf Darkrai versus his team. Having a trick option versus Zarude is nice. Outspeeding Scarf Lottie, Battle Bond Gren. The only problem is Darkrai doesn't get in a reliable move to hit Gren, so it's Focus Blast or Thunder. So that's tough.
Yeah, and then I mean Tinkaton can just come in and not take shit.
Well, that's the thing, right? Darkrai doesn't really break Tinkaton anyway, so you may as well just be a Scarf Revenge Killer. Or like Trailblaze Zarude, Battle Bond Gren, Scarf Latios.
Yeah. I think if Thumb does Zarude, I'm probably going Terra Ghost here. I know like you're making yourself weak to Darkrai, but it's a good spin block, and other than Darkrai, like it's really strong into the whole team. Ghost. So
yeah, they brought Ghost Zarude into Migrate Tusk when I played this team, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And like you're weak to Darkrai, but you have checks to Darkrai, so it's not the end of the world, honestly.
Now, unfortunately, I do have to go pretty soon, so we might have to speed through these last two. But
okay.
Who are we taking for Subzero ID Cup?
I like I don't know whatever the fuck his name is team better, but I think
I don't know up.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. I think Sub's gonna win. I like Gren plus Zarude here. It's strong.
Yeah, like the Dark Resist main things are like Great Tusk and Enamorous. Tusk is weak to the other stabs.
Yeah. I think yeah.
Can we get a shout out to J Ricky before ending the stream?
Shout out.
I don't see any Citrus Berries. I mean, we're just looking at matchups.
Shout out.
We'll have plenty of shout outs once we watch the games, because I'm sure someone will have a Citrus Berry, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go for Subzero here?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think I don't know's team is like straight up better, but like just as Mons, I mean. But I think Sub has like a couple Pokemon that just like smash I don't know's team.
See, I kind of disagree. I see paths out of all of the threats for ID Cup, and I think a lot of these setup threats could be pretty annoying for Subzero.
Like who?
Like the Crown. You tear it out of like the Dawn Fan matchup?
Yeah, they could go the fucking Covenant AV Dawn Fan.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You tear it out of that so Earthquake doesn't kill you.
Are you saying like an agility set or?
Maybe booster speed or something, but like just Calm Mind, Iron Defense.
Oh, like double setup.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, you are susceptible to Encore, but
because it's not going to be Scarf Zarude, Scarf Ren.
No, I don't think Gren should be Scarf here. I think that's terrible.
So I think a Crown could definitely do something here. Maybe Roar Dawn Fan, but then you're not AV, so like.
Well, actually, Gren could be Scarf, right? It literally only needs water coverage. Like Serp is the only water resist. Could be Specs, Gren. Honestly, shit.
Yeah, could be.
Right, like just needs really water.
Maybe Gren's
that's what I was thinking.
Good.
Maybe Crown goes like grass or something here.
It's possible, but then like Zapdos just farts down your throat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe Greninja is just too good. We can go with Subzero, but it is your fault if he loses, okay?
Subzero has never let me down.
Yep. Alright, Paddock's versus 100p.
Okay. Okay. Double ground into I feel like Coco has played against the 100's team a lot. Or maybe I'm just trolling.
Probably trolling, yeah.
Okay.
Congrats to DUI for clinching the tie. Yep. That's what I'm thinking. Looking at this, like Garchomp, massive ass threat. Gyarados also potential big threat.
Well, there's a Skarmory, so like
there is.
So you probably go like what?
Slash DT Fire Blast.
Yeah, I literally just said Spadef to take fire.
Yeah.
To take fire.
Wait, I just remembered. I can be SD Fire Fang. Yes.
Okay, but then there's also a Fizz Death Swampert. There's Shuka Slowking with Ice Beam. There's Scarf Dragon. Yeah, you get the point. Yep.
Scarf Dragon versus Scale Shock Garchomp. Yeah.
Balloon Coco.
Okay,
Jesus.
Yeah, we're just taking away our electric terrain boost. Yeah, just for fun.
Literally. There's a lot of outs to Garchomp. It's not GG.
Yeah, but it's still really good. You can't deny that. Look at it.
Yeah, it's alright. Anyways.
Are we beating Zapdos long term? Because I know this is going to be toxic Zapdos. What's our plan?
Slowking.
Okay, Volt switched into Scizor, Choice Banded U-turn. Skarmory comes in, Rocky Helmet. Zapdos comes in, Volt switches on the regen, and we just lose.
And helmet.
Never mind. No, no. 100p is losing.
Scizor takes rocks and helmet. Yeah, there's no way Banded Scizor is the play
He's
here.
Cooked.
You're trolling hard with that one.
Maybe SD Life Orb, Superpower,
it could be
CC. Or, it doesn't get CC this gen, right? It's just Superpower.
Superpower, yeah.
I don't know, +2 Life Orb probably KOs Blacephalon after rocks. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's strong. Yeah, it could definitely be SD. Yeah, Bandit is terrible here.
Yeah, for sure.
Nihilego, where's the rock resist?
It's Swampert, but it gets grass, not... Maybe G-King just runs Spadef and walls a lot of these guys. Zapdos, Nihilego, Starmie.
Yeah, it does. Okay, low key. I could see like a Gyarados sweep though. The only water resist is Hydreigon. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it does look very strong. You could even be something like a Scarf Gyarados, right? If you find some way to lure in the Skarmory, it does seem pretty inevitable.
Yeah.
Maybe DD's just better, right? But what do you actually set up on? Not a whole lot.
Blacephalon.
Okay, Blacephalon locked into Fire move maybe, but you have a Nihilego. Blacephalon shouldn't be really...
Swampert maybe? Yeah, I get a Roar, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Swampert is definitely roaring a Gyarados. And also, you do have, like, Power Whip potential versus Swampert, so... I don't know.
Yeah. Hydreigon, what's the dark resist?
Grimmsnarl.
Literally Grimmsnarl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is when, oh my god, we played this team and Hydra didn't bring the freaking Hydreigon, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Hydreigon should definitely come here.
Yeah, because it's +1 Gyarados, it's faster too.
It's probably just Conk Carbink on the bench, just top 6 makes the most sense. Yeah, I don't know why you'd bench any of these guys. Maybe Blacephalon bench is somewhat reasonable, but like I feel like you bring it anyways. Honestly, Boots Blasef. Thoughts? Because you naturally outspeed pretty much everything except Starmie, and then you don't really want to lock into a fire move to allow a DD.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like special attack boosting, just Blasef, Boots, because Boots lets you take +2 bullet punch as well, from like Life Orb Scizor, which you wouldn't be able to do with Rocks Up.
I also like potentially like Mind Blown as a 4th move just to kill Zapdos unexpectedly.
Yeah, could be reasonable. Just
because, yeah, you only need Shadow Ball and like Fire, like Flamethrower, right?
Yeah, Flamethrower or Fire Blast.
Yeah. Or Overheat if you don't want to take health, I guess. Whatever. What do you think about Willow for potential like guard chomp if you have to sack it?
It's reasonable, right? A lot of things that Bluff can do.
Does it? Oh no, never mind.
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think Paddock has the Mons matchup.
Paddocks. It's close, I think. Yeah. I think I would slightly go him, yeah. Slightly the Mons matchup. Freaking Paddocks. Paddocks kept sniping me though in our draft, so I don't want him to win.
Yep. Okay, we can pred 100p then go for the tie. Thoughts?
Yep. Let Josh go 10-0. Oh.
Alright.
Okay, I'm down.
Bet. Yeah, the Gyarados, Garchomp, Scizor, like all three of them can set up and be threatening. So I think like all of them together might be hard to check. Like Skarmory's gonna get overwhelmed for sure.
Yeah.
Can't believe these Preds are gonna get the results right after going 0-8. Yep, that's the strat. Because if we get them all right, we're right. And if we get them all wrong, we're still right. Because it's a tie. Alright.
Yep.
That's gonna be it for me. I gotta go to work. But thanks for hanging out.
Adios.
Yeah, peace. And we'll have a watch through party on Tuesday after all the games are played. And that's gonna go kind of crazy. So, see you then. Peace.